In real estate, we always focus on marketing, but have you taken your business to the next level by utilizing digital marketing? Let's talk about it right here today.
Let's go. Welcome back to another show episode of ICW. I look forward to this one because recently I've been thinking about marketing a lot. I've been talking about it a lot with a bunch of other agents, a bunch of different people, and it's something that I'm really excited about all the time. So grab your pens, grab a piece of paper, and let's get rolling. I'm Ian, agent from Spain. I'm here with Jason out in Indiana. How you doing, Jason?
What's up? Doing good, buddy. Good to see you again.
Likewise. And yeah, so marketing, digital marketing. So I come from a marketing background, which I got into because I got into real estate. I don't know if that makes any sense, but basically I got into real estate and I was terrible and I didn't have clients and I didn't know how to get clients. So I looked into how to do marketing through social media and then I got clients. So that was an extremely revised and summarized version of how I created a digital marketing business, but that's what happened.
Well,
So
I think it's smart on your part though too, because you saw that technology piece coming into play. And if you backtrack to the years that was, because that was what, 5, 7 years ago or something like that?
2019.
19, so 6 years ago. Yeah, I'm right in there. So looking back at that, you were like, hey, I need to get on this. So super smart move. And then look how it's progressed now into
Right.
2025. It's twofold. It's like what we say, it's you've got to get into it. So let's cut to the chase and let's get them the meat, shall we? What do you recommend for digital marketing? Is it Facebook ads? Is it paying for that stuff? Is it better to do it a different way? What is your success that you share, Ian?
Yeah, well, it's like I compare it to your diet. People are like, okay, so what should I be eating? Should I be eating more protein, more fat, less carbs, less fat? Like how should I be doing? And it's not necessarily that you should be doing one or the other. It's that you should kind of be doing a mix of everything that you not everything, but a few things. So yeah, I get that. That's probably one of the most actually asked questions that I get is should I do Facebook ads or should I do Google ads? Should I
Yep.
do like pay per click on Google or should I do YouTube ads or should I do this or should
I'm
I do
chomping
that?
at the bit. Answer me. I'm chomping.
It's kind of like, well, you should do all of them, but I know that not everybody has that kind of money. So so that's the answer that nobody wanted to hear, but that's the answer to the question. It's not a substitute, it's a supplement. So it's something that we should be doing on top of what we're already doing. I'm going to do Facebook ads to stop door knocking or stop cold calling or whatever. It's like, no, you should do the Facebook ads and the cold calling. The whole point is to scale your business and get more and get and grow more and grow further. So, yeah, there's not one way to answer that in the sense that yeah, Facebook ads is the best. Now that's where I have the most experience. My business was helping other real estate professionals generate leads with Facebook ads, Facebook and Instagram ads. That was my niche expertise, and that's all I did. I never did posting on social media. I never did like YouTube ads. I never created Google campaigns. It was just purely paid campaigns via Meta, so you like the Facebook and Instagram thing.
And what were those?
Um,
Were those listings?
but
What
yes,
what what were you paying for? Or is it just you taking a picture and you put it out there and send it? What was it?
so it was. I would sit down with the client and I'd be like, okay, so what do you need? What is it? And in all honesty, 90% of the people that I worked with needed listings. Everybody wants more listings. Most people um, live off of the listings that they get because the buyers, they're not easier to generate, but if you have someone that's looking to buy something, you can easily find them a property. whether that's through like the MLS or whatever. But it's not as easy to find the seller that's looking to list their property and then convince them to list with you. You know, it's different, but most of the time, what I did was lead generation for sellers, and there were many that also did buyers. But basically, what I would do was build out a campaign, um, in specific areas, targeted at specific audiences for specific services. So yeah, I'd be maybe your niche is like luxury, maybe you want to focus on 65 plus year olds that want to like downsize or move into elder communities or whatever. So I would focus ads on those kind of people, and I would create the ads myself and design them all myself. And basically just kind of set up like a mini funnel where the ads come through and they get an email, and that goes through to your CRM or to spreadsheet, and then you kind of do the follow-up thing, which is extremely important, by the way, because that was marketing side of things. It's up to you guys to do the sales side of things. And although they're not the same, they live together. They're roommates. So, and like I had times where maybe the agent wasn't very good at sales. So I would generate the leads. They weren't seeing any results, but then who takes all the blame? It's like, oh my God, you're terrible at your job. I
Right.
haven't converted any of these leads. And I'm like, well, I know my job was to give you leads and I did that. So it's
Yeah.
on you. It's on you that you weren't able to convert. So that's what I did. I created up these campaigns, and it's you need to get creative sometimes. That's what I really like about the marketing side of it. I think there's no limits to what you can do to put yourself out there, what you can offer to differentiate yourself from the millions of other realtors that there are everywhere. Um, you would try to create a unique offer or take an offer that's already common, like a free market valuation or something like that, and then just try and spice it up a little bit and try and draw people's attention and whatever else. So yeah, that's what I did for others.
Nice.
That's what I got into. Yeah.
That's cool. And so like even with those ads, so you're very well rounded to pinpoint specific areas, specific niches for your clientele, to say,
Yeah.
hey, this is who our target audience is, who we want to sell to, and you could broadcast it out there. Is that, and you said you've mainly focused on Meta, which also tied into Instagram, right?
Yeah, so that was Facebook and Instagram ads. And honestly, most of the leads came always from Facebook. And I don't know if that's because of the demographic, like most people that are selling homes are a little bit older because young people just, well, most young people can't even buy a home these days. Um, so,
It's a struggle.
it's the older generations that's looking to sell more than buy. So, and I think that the older generation's more on Facebook than they are on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. So I think
Yeah.
that's what that comes down to. But yeah, it was, we always started with Facebook and Instagram. And then if we saw that Instagram wasn't working, maybe we would turn it off or make some adjustments or modifications or whatever. So
Well, and I would think just like you were saying too with Facebook that you may have an older clientele. So as a realtor or an agent, you want to dissect who is your avatar, who are you going after, right? To say, hey, I'm going after a demographic that is going to be more on Instagram, or a demographic that's more on Facebook, or a demographic that's more on MySpace. So,
yeah, I remember those.
so
Yeah.
but seriously, that's what you want to dissect, right? You need to know your business of how you want it run, and then you could use that digital marketing even better, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think that one of the first steps was always building out your client avatar. So I would have people draw their ideal clients on a piece of paper. I was like, so draw a crappy little stick figure, give them a funny shaped head, put some hair on there. You can make it whatever kind of hair you want, and maybe put some clothes on them and whatever. Give them a name, and then let's write about what they're into, where they like to eat, where they live, what their job is, what their family is like, and really go into detail of building out this persona out of nothing really.
Yeah.
But that person turns into your ideal clients, and this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you work want to do sellers, buyers, even if you're looking for other agents to build out your organization or your team. I think this is probably one of the most important first steps that anyone can take before
Yeah,
getting into any marketing.
love that idea. Um, yeah, and
Yeah,
it is
because if you
dive
like
in, figure out what you want.
exactly, if you like dogs and you have 7 dogs and you absolutely hate cats, I'm not going to show you an ad for cat toys.
Right.
It makes sense. So it's like figure out who you want to work with, who's your ideal client. Maybe it's a new market you want to move into. Um, and then yeah, figure out what they like and attend to that in your marketing. And that's how we worked it. But a lot of the stuff, especially with real estate, a lot of people don't know how to get started with the digital marketing side of things. Honestly, if you're good at the local marketing on like paper and whatever else, just take that and translate it digitally to something. For a good example would be like a flyer. Like if you hand out flyers, um, I always say like I've never had any success really with a flyer with someone taking it saying, "Oh my God, thank you, yes," and then calling me saying, "You gave me a flyer, I want to work with you." I've never had that experience. Maybe my flyers were terrible. I don't know. But I see them thrown on the ground or in the trash or something more than I would actually get real
Sure.
results. But that being said, they're all over town. And it's more brand recognition than it is actual conversion. So take that exact same design on your flyer, push it out on a brand recognition uh, campaign through Facebook, and it's doing the exact same thing,
Mm,
just digital and probably like a billion times cheaper as well, to be honest, and reaching
that's yeah.
thousands more people. So,
Wow. Yeah, that's super smart too. I was just doing because I do flyers,
yeah,
and it could get expensive as you do it. But from sounding what you're talking about, yeah, I could even really make that on a Canva, like, the app
yeah.
Canva, and then translate it over there. And you said there's like a tab for like promotionals or what'd you call it? Like brand promotions?
Yeah, yeah. So I think that the three most important campaigns that you can build out online is a brand recognition campaign. So just imagine you hand out a flyer and a guy gets home and he's like, God damn it, another flyer. And he rips it up and he throws it in the trash. And then he sits down on his couch all angry because you've just given him this flyer that he didn't want. And then he opens his phone, goes into Facebook, and the first thing he sees is your ad with the exact same design as your flyer. The whole point being, I think it was what, like 6 touch points or something, or 9 touch points that needs to be with a client before they decide to take action or something like
Yeah.
that, on average. So, you're just keeping yourself top of mind. So yeah, brand recognition, super important, I think. And it's probably the most underrated kind of campaign also. Lead generation, which is the most, I don't want to say overrated, but it's the most common. It's the most common. Lead generation is what everybody goes to because that's what puts food on our plates. Um, and then retargeting. So anyone that's visited your website or one of your landing pages or your profiles on social media, you can follow them around on the internet with your retargeting ads so that they don't forget you. And again, that kind of plays into the brand recognition thing as well. But yeah, it's those are probably the three most important campaigns that I would work on, whether that's on Meta, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or YouTube ads, or Google, or LinkedIn ads, or whatever, or TikTok, or whatever it is that you're doing.
Is it hard to set it up like with that? Like you're talking, hey, I've created campaigns, I've got, I'm doing retargeting. It sounds overwhelming at times, especially
Yeah.
if you're a busy agent, real estate agent out there. How do you make time to set this up? What do you have with that? Or what do you think?
In all honesty, YouTube University is going to be your best place for that. There's like 10-minute videos on YouTube that are going to show you how to build out the Facebook ad campaign. I mean, it'll
Nice.
be basic, but it could work. I've done that. And if I got into it because I wanted to learn how it works and I wanted to learn about all of it. So I build them up myself. But yeah, you could easy. There's so much information out there about how to learn how to do it. It's not really complicated. You just need to know what you're looking at. That's the only thing. You just kind of need to learn like what the campaign is, what an ad set is, what an ad creative is, and the different thing. It's just that really, but it is fairly simple to understand once you see it from a bird's eye view. And
Yes.
I mean, if it comes to it, then just get someone else to do it, outsource it. A lot of people, depending on what level of business you're at, you'll benefit from it way more if you just outsource it to someone else.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea too.
Um,
So
and also just to plug this in here, we now have Canva Pro here at EXP included. Um, we have all of the ads templates ready
yeah.
for us. You need to like
Well,
change out your name, put in your photo, and it's
yeah.
done. So
Yeah.
that's really interesting.
Well, because we have that entire Canva enterprise where, yeah, everything's so useful.
Yep.
Yeah, you've got every template from a business card to a flyer to a door hanger to a social media post, and so much more. I mean, it's phenomenal, and it's got
It's
everything. Yeah, so
that's
it
that
really
saves a
is a
lot.
one-stop shop. Huh?
It not only saves a lot of time, but it also the design is all it's there for you. So like I designed the ads for my clients, but they were very simple because for me the simpler ads kind of worked better. But if you're a person that's like, oh, I don't know, I don't know, I don't do graphic design, I have no idea what you're talking. It's done for you. EXP has it. The templates
Yes.
are there. Just
Yeah.
change out a couple things and you're good to go. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's really the idea when we brought on Canva Pro and Canva Enterprise, it was how do we enhance the agents? And how do we make their lives easier? And it was just that because we are busy. I think I saw something the other day. We are the number one brokerage in transaction count, so we're hustling. We're selling real
Oh yeah.
estate out there. So
Yep.
we gotta keep that benchmark high. And how do we do that? Well, we need the best resources and having something like this. So when we are busy, we could still create that digital marketing, like you're saying, and be able to enhance our own business and keep it going 12 months of the year.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. And it's important that I think it's important that people do it because everybody thinks about it, like, oh, I'm going to get into advertising and whatever else. And I mean, when I talk about marketing, it's not just paid ads. You've got like the whole personal brand thing that goes into it. You've got like the organic side of it, just your posts on social media and whatever, your brand colors and all the rest of it. I'm just talking about the paid ad side of it because that's my experience.
Yeah.
But it's just important that something is getting done, I think, because and again, just take what you already do on the streets and just translate it digitally somehow and do the same thing on social media. That's how I advise people to get started. It's just flyers. Well, do your flyers online and just do that, share it out that way. Even if it's just a LinkedIn post or an Instagram post, just take the same design and share it. That's
Yep.
free. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy. Just get started somehow doing that thing. I mean, and then you can get into the whole video marketing because videos are better than photos and whatever else. But that's like a whole other episode that we can
Yeah.
talk about just on that.
Well,
Um,
I'm glad you brought that up because again, depending on what brokerage you are with as you're watching this, does your brokerage offer things like that? I go down that path because I know what EXP offers us, and
yeah,
they let us share all those videos. So again, it's created for you. All you do is copy and paste. And then you've got a great quality video. So again, for people who are starting into digital marketing, and I love where you went in because I think that's a lot of our viewers too that are like, oh, I don't want to do it. Like you said, use it very basic and just push yourself to grow. And if you just do a little bit better each time, when I talk about each time, maybe once a week, what does that look like? Because
yeah,
you will create momentum with it. We always say, I know Ian and I always say this, what you focus on expands. If you're focusing on your digital marketing and you're saying, all right, hey, I went from basic to a picture of a house to the next week, I did it a little bit better. I created a Canva background, made it cool. The third week, I got a video involved. I was on the video and I was sounded horrible, but then the next week, I did another video and I sounded a lot better because I learned. So Go out and do it. That's my 2 cents as well, because you just want to keep improving week after week. And you'll see those improvements because all of a sudden you're 6 months in, you're 9 months in, and you're like, man, I really got some business going. Well, thanks to digital marketing, hey, I listened to Ian. He was right, so it's that stuff. So push yourself is my 2 cents.
100%, yeah. And I'll finish up with this. Just I'll finish up with just repeating myself, honestly. Just take what you do, what already works, and turn it digitally. You can target people through the YouTube ads as well. Maybe a lot of people watch YouTube on their TV and stuff. Maybe they have kids that watch YouTube on TV, and like your ads can pop up whenever they're in the living room, and you're in the background and you see it. Just little things like this. Just think about who you want to work with, what their daily life is like, what they eat, what they read, everything. I really went into detail building up these client avatars, and then find a way to find them online. It's not as complicated as it seems, but a good first step is just taking the first step. So,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, and obviously, me and Jason are here to help with whatever you want those first steps to be. We can obviously advise and help out and hold your hand along the way. So, yeah, finish us off, Jason.
Love it. And even on that, whatever you are, as far as a newer agent, an experienced agent, team leader, just like Ian said, we're here to help you guys. We want to be
Yeah,
able to enhance that business. And if the digital marketing is what you need, then rely on people that you can trust. And hopefully that's us. And if it's not, that's okay. Go find somebody who you do. Make it happen. But
exactly.
go out there. I love having this topic, Ian, because I know you're an expert at it. I continue to dabble and play and have fun with it because I learn a lot from you, and I'm always grateful about that. So, man, get out there, go do it, and man, just thanks for watching, everybody.